Esik, Erik, Melland, in from Austin, Texas.
Good old Texas.
Yeah, you finished the Club Bell certification?
Yeah.
This weekend?
Yeah, that's our first hybrid, right? It was the
first one we did.
Mm-hmm. And the in-person, so that's just something very new nowadays, which is kind of odd to say that, right? I mean, in-person, during these times can be challenging, but at the same time, there are people that look forward to it. So it's good to see what that feels like,
Yeah, like the in-person, right? It's the best, but sometimes you can't travel, right?
Right.
We used to have a lot of people internationally that would travel, and even across the U.S., right? But it's just like restrictions, and some people, it's more difficult now, right?
Yeah, like you think about it, right? Like some people say, "Well, I'd rather do the online," and you never heard that before. 2 years ago, you never heard that.
Nobody would have done that.
So that became a normal thing, and we've got a lot of signups for certifications online, which is something new for us. But we're totally ready. We have prep courses for every certification. It's all automated, so you can do it all on your time. And the certifications we offer are awesome. It's flow fit, body weight, compensation work. And you do the Club Bell certifications if you just want to learn Club Bell. And then you can learn TacFit if you're trying to get in the system. And having all that online, I think that's genius. Yeah, with prep courses.
Yeah, everybody that's done the prep courses, right? They come in prepared. Mm-hmm. So that's good feedback. And then, we've done like the online courses, online certifications this last year. And like people really learn.
Right.
I think just the experience, right, is better when you're in person, right?
That's true.
But the online is great as well.
Yeah, and it's crazy, right? Like we actually see these people do what we're telling them to do online.
I know.
It's really, really crazy.
We're in the matrix, right?
Yeah. And so saying that TacFit has the language to make people integrate.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's online or in person,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's powerful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you have these awesome these trainers that are under TacFit now, and you see what they're capable of. You go on social media and you see the work they do, and you can see that that's what they've learned and carried away with it. And now most of these trainers are wondering how they can be more involved.
Right.
And for us to give that kind of access, we really have to not just brainstorm, but make a reality out of it. What's not going to hurt that person's time? What's it going to be like for TacFit? So we cover all those things, and I'm glad we do that.
Yeah, just trying to grow, connect our community more and more, right?
Oh, yeah.
Getting people more engaged.
More engaged. That's the number one thing. If you lose the engagement, there's a big gap that most people can't fill up because they forget about it and they just go on without that. And when they go on without that, with that gap, things fall apart. I feel like all areas that need to be covered, especially in TacFit, makes the system 10 times stronger than it really was. Because with Scott Sonnen's work, it's all there, but how we let people understand all that information, we broke it down very well. So I'm glad, the team we have, Nestor, Ronaldo, all these guys that most people probably don't know who they are, but they're strong asses to our team. And they've helped this brand immensely. Yeah,
it's like you just log in, right, and just do what it says. Monday, right, and you have your plan for the week, and then if you do it right, you become good at it, and you're prepared, right, when the cert comes, and you really learn the system, right?
Yeah, you learn the system. I'm actually excited to see Elena come down.
Yeah, for the Flow Fit.
Yeah, that's the next.
We have the Flow Fit in October and TacFit, right?
Correct. And for her. To come back and do what she's really good at with TacFit is very exciting. So this is going to be a treat for those that are looking to get into TacFit. Maybe you want to start off with body weight. Flow Fit certification is the way to go. Elena is excellent when it comes to letting you understand not to exercise for tension and all that. She says you can exercise stress out and therefore bringing your body back to recovery. And I think people would really appreciate that.
Yeah. She's a firefighter now, right?
Yeah.
And so from her being just a pure like fitness strength trainer to becoming like a first responder.
Yeah.
Like that's her lifeline, right? It's like doing Flow Fit and those things that helps her recover from, lack of sleep or stressful situations, right?
So therapy,
stress in the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes therapy is not just, let me just meditate. Sometimes you have to move.
Yeah.
You got to move. Yeah.
Movement meditation.
Absolutely. And another
which I think works for me, probably for you too. I don't know. Like,
yes.
I really get into the zone and I forget about everything. It's kind of like martial arts, right? Like people talk about meditation, but just you being so engrossed into what you're doing, like with martial arts, like the Buddhist monks that started jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah.
They invented the thing because it puts you in the moment, right? When you're worried about somebody beating you or choking you or whatever, right. Like you're not thinking about the past, you're not thinking about the future.
Right.
You're in the present, completely in the present.
Complete. I mean, that you're totally right. I mean, look at Scott Sondland when he took us through a strength meditation. That was a different outlet,
right?
And we had to integrate differently,
we focused on our breath, right? Yeah. We did the lift, and then got some stress, right, a little bit, and then we focused on our breath.
Yeah, and that really helped a lot.
Yeah, I felt great the rest of the day.
Yeah, real good. And then you think of these movement theories. You think they're just exercises, but when you mentally take that out of your head, these are exercises. Explore that exercise as more of a recovery thing. So you turn off tension in your body. And I think FlowFit certification is the best certification for this. If you're looking to understand not just how to move in flow, but also know how to warm up the body joints. We have this thing called interflow, right? Right, interflow. Right. So we have an open chain standing up and then trying to get this mobility session going. We have a closed chain, which is isolating and moving the areas that are locked up. And then once you're done with that, we go into compensation work. And I think, like I said, this is for everybody, like beginners. Whoever wants to just try TacFit, I most guarantee you will go to the next thing, which is Club Bell, and even Club Bell, right? We did that this weekend. That certification was great, and you can see that the prep course actually works. Right. Yeah, and when people don't do the prep course, it's a big struggle. Yeah. They just don't know what to expect.
We always had that struggle, right, in the U.S. just because it's such a big, it's a big country. Yeah. Compared to like Spain, and Lester was in Spain. He did the academy, the prep course, or he called it the academy, right? Before certs, and people were able to travel in, right, to the city, and they were able to meet on the weekend. But now with here in the U.S., that's not so easy, right? It's really expensive to do that.
Correct.
So just us having that solution, created that solution during like the pandemic has been really great. And then,
isn't that weird to say that?
Right. I mean, yeah, it's a silver lining, right? But even with the VKNJA, with the Steel Mace certification, even having that prep course, right? It's like very, very helpful, and it gets you come in, the landmarks, you learn some of the you learn the basics, right?
Right. So just that way you understand how to counter the weight, it's moving this way and that way, and what grip is what grip. It's exciting, man. We're having a lot of things available for those that are really trying to be a trainer, those that are looking to train themselves, those that are looking to just have small group sessions because they're, freelancing around. We have it all for that. And I think it's great, like our bundle packs, we have, get a set of Maces, or if you don't want just one product, you can get a whole home gym, right? And, we're working on that.
The home TacFit gym, right?
Yeah. TacFit home gym. I think that right there, it's, you don't necessarily have to be in the gym again, you just right there. And I think it's a complete package that where if somebody was to take the certification, they would definitely buy that package for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Scott's doing it, right? Yeah. And he told me that was his intent when he first created the program, was to be able to, have, how do you build your gym, your gym? Yeah. So that'd be a TacFit gym, right? Mm-hmm. And it's pretty cool that you brought the Steel Maces into the fold, right? Yeah. The Mace Bell or the Steel Mace or whatever you want to call it, the Mace, it's cool to see that and how he integrates it with some of the lifts and workouts that he does.
Nice. Yeah. I'm the way that he uses the Mace, like I know he's like, new at it, but it doesn't look like he's new at it, He's very intuitive with whatever he picks up. He knows what he needs to do with it and what it does for the body. And that's cool about Scott. I really admire how he was open-minded about it. And then the Steel Mace itself, it's a very complex tool, but it's all brain work and body work, but brain work as well to get you to understand the multiplanar movements, and then it becomes body work.
Yeah, my brain was cooked, after the cert. like left and right, hand, because it's once, not that you're not cooked with steel mace with club bells, but man, just the steel mace, just it's close chain. You're like left, right feet, your legs are moving. It's really challenging.
Right.
Just all that left, right stuff.
Correct. Yeah.
And squatting and 6 degrees. Right.
Yeah. And that's why, level 1 had to have a 10 pound. 10 pounds to just kind of really understand.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And, we have classes now, live classes, and we're going to use our trainers for that. We have one coming, med ball class. It's live, virtual, online, $25 to enter. But we're also saying, if you buy a med ball, or a med ball 101 online training, then you get that class for free.
Yeah. So if you got the program, go on there for free.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people really appreciate that because learning on your own without anybody kind of telling you what you need to know as you go in training, as you train, becomes difficult. You can't really focus where you need to, and then when you have somebody in class overlooking the class, then you hear the corrections, you know someone's watching you. And even though it's online, I feel like it's valuable.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully we have more things, more workshops and classes, right? Super classes as we progress, just to get more people engaged in doing it. Because I always recommend people to come in and do a class so they can feel it. So hopefully when we have more TacFit gyms, gyms, people will have more of an opportunity to do that, right? Because once they do it, they feel it, they see it,
Yeah,
and then it starts to make sense.
Exactly. If they, you're giving them all the tools they need to really digest it. I feel like nowadays people give you less, and sometimes less is more, but sometimes less is less. Like sometimes you'll get some stuff, and then you'll go through it, and then all of a sudden you're like, man, I'm not understanding this still, and that's a problem, where we have very scalable ways of you learning. And with the scalable system that Scott Sonnen had, we just inherited it and we just parked it where it needed to be organized. And now it's just butter. It's great, how you took this brand with the leaders in it and really, really doing great work. I think you need to pat yourself on the back. I know I say it a lot, but at the same time, I don't say it enough,
man, I'm such a fan of you guys, like I'm such a fan. I just think of myself as a student and besides my health, like, man, it's amazing, like every part of it. So I'm just such a big fan. And I'm just grateful to be a part of it, really, and I know we can help a lot of people, and the world, I think, really needs us, with what we do, and we just gotta be able to spread it more, spread it faster, spread it, easier, right? So, and I appreciate your telling me this morning, like your delivery, the way you deliver things, it's very simple and easy to follow.
Right on, man. Thank you. I try to keep it like, human. I'm gonna try to be in your level, yeah. But yeah, that's the.
So teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Yes. We
have different people that are really good at different things,
Yeah.
So I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody.
I appreciate you too, man. This whole experience has been nothing but fun, and how you're going up a roller coaster and then you fall. I'm still going up, enjoying how high I'm going to drop. Which is going to be a smooth sailing around the roller coaster. But I'm going to enjoy the ride. So it's great.
Man, we were talking about some of the kids things, because you posted a kid on social media doing a quad press. You know, what were some of your ideas? And of course, my dad was in the senior home, and so I was doing stuff with him too as well. So I see I know the power in it, right? Yeah. It's really keeps you healthy and keeps you working properly, functioning normally.
Right. You give them the right weight. You give them the right exercises. And when I mean the right exercises and weight, you give them safe training. We don't train them like adults. We train them for fun. And kids understand that. They register that. As they get older, then you start to train them differently because their hormones change. So we have to be able to adapt and apply that. So the scalability system in TacFit is what I use to inherit, so I can build that program for kids. So yes, TacFit has a system for kids, and that's great. And seniors, because seniors can't train like kids. Right. But seniors need to develop their square one in life, and
keep it, right?
Keep it. That. Don't lose it. Yeah, don't lose it. You know, what one doctor I talked to a lot, he goes, you got to, you know, with these older people, you got to pulse them. You got to pulse. They tend to fade away with energy. So when you pulse them, the heart recognizes it and it wants to work. So the nervous system is really important. So if you have a mace and you're just gripping it, pulling it apart, and it's working, you know, the pulsing is working inside. So that really resonated with me. And I felt like, you know, training a senior, I wouldn't have her do squats or him, right? I would have him sit on the couch and then just work this with your position nice and high. Yeah. And, you know, that's a squat, but seated position, you know, and it's appropriate for that person at their age, you know? So.
Yeah. Where do you see, you know, we're in 2021 still. It's crazy, right? Like last year seems like it's been going on forever. Right.
Yeah, it feels like it's going on forever. And that's that roller coaster I'm telling you about, you know. I'm just enjoying the ride, you know. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you want to have control of your ride, right?
Yeah.
I think we're dealing with it pretty well. However, you know, you always say better is better. We can always get better. Yeah. Everything we can get better. And I feel like we can challenge ourselves on that more, right? Because we don't want to say, oh, this is all we have to offer. But we want to continuously grow and evolve with the people. And, you know, giving back to the people, I've always been like that. And I'm sure you are, because I've seen it. And, you know, you get a lot of people saying, oh, don't do that. You're just giving stuff away. And I thought about it, I'm like, you don't do what I do, so you don't know. But at the same time, and when I do give, people are very appreciative. Very appreciative. I see them come back again. I see them really respect the brand. And it's really just being human. You got to be human. If somebody has a problem, don't say, hey, I'm too important to talk to you, so find someone else to talk to. I'm gonna write you back, you know. And all the team we have will do that. The team we have now will do that. Before, we didn't really have the team per se of trainers to go out there and do that, but now we do, and it's fantastic. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm excited to connect with more of the
community.
In the U.S. and, you know, have it back. Like when I was telling you about the closed group page, the TacFit Legion on Facebook, and just seeing you from like posts from back in 2012. Isn't that crazy? That's 9 years ago.
Dude, I feel old.
9 years ago.
I'm 41 now, and I was young, younger back then. But do I have the same body? You know, life makes your body change, but do I have the same energy? Absolutely. Do I have the same output in training? Absolutely. Do I have different ways of engaging them? Absolutely. Just because you get older, you have to train different. I mean, Scott Sonnet said that, right? You get to a certain age, every decade, you gotta reprogram, re-strategize your training. Otherwise, if you keep training like you're 12 or 16,
right?
Yeah,
you gotta be more precise, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know that 100% was well, you know. So, you know, talking about Scott Sonnet. Look at him. He's 51, and you see his videos, like moving like a 16-year-old. Yeah. And that's how I really feel. So when I see that, I'm like, I can't wait to be 51, you know, because I'm not losing anything, you know. I'm following everything the TacFit says. I see Scott Sonnet at his age. I'm following his words because that's what's going to take me to him, where, you know. And it's not like I want to be Scott Sonnet. I'm inspired by my coach, you know, and I don't have coach. The only coach I have here is Scott, you know, back then, and even now. I have a sensei, you know, you're my teacher, just same way. But Scott back in the days was just my only one, you know, and I'm very thankful for him because he changed my life. Where before I did TacFit, I was very weak-minded. I was very angry. I was very unhealthy. I would do music shows and just get unhealthy. And, you know, I found TacFit and saved my life, man. Saved my life.
I remember us having lunch together, me, you, and Scott was like, yeah, I wasn't sure which way you were going to go. And so he was really happy to see you go this way. Yeah. Because you were doing shows every night, right? Yeah. And you were in that scene, the music scene, and
it's toxic.
Concerts, yeah.
Yeah, it's toxic. Most people say, nah, music shows are great. Yeah, but it can be toxic. Trust me, I've been to plenty of them. But having Scott started in my life, you in my life, man, I just feel like I leveled up. I leveled up, and my wife is so happy that I met you. My wife is so happy Scott's still a part of TacFit, and it makes me so happy because it makes my household happy, and that's the number one thing.
And you guys met through TacFit, right?
And we met through TacFit.
The TacFit Norway.
Yeah.
The Viking,
Yeah, we met through TacFit. She's what they call them, Viking, right?
Viking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's like a Viking herself, and it's just funny how we did meet on Facebook online, and that community is strong.
Yeah.
Look, I married a TacFitter, and
from the other side of the world.
Correct. And it wasn't like I knew what I was doing right with her. I was trying it out, and all of a sudden it just meant to be, And I had other past, girlfriends that I was like, but yeah, this one was great, and I wouldn't change it for the world. She's the best.
Yeah. How was it moving out to Texas from Cali back in all these years? Now it's home, right? Now it's home for you.
Yeah.
Tell me about the concealed carry.
Yeah, hey, they say concealed carry without a permit, you don't see too many people out there doing that, but then you do see people doing it, but then they're like law enforcement guys. Okay. So it's like, these people in Texas kind of have that gun right down, But I am very fortunate to know people like when I went out there, like Aaron Furry. Without Aaron Furry, I wouldn't have somebody that believed in me as much as what I do now. Like, she developed her own Still Mace Yoga,
yeah.
and it's it's very gravitating, and I'm very proud of her. The fact that you recognized it, and now she's becoming part of this partnership is very, very awesome and unique. I've met Colton. I've met Curtis from 10th Planet. These are 10th Planet people. They're my family, and they respect this whole Burbank TacFit stuff going. They actually all want to come here one day,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And we're actually going to do that. We talked about it last week. We said we're going to get a rent-a-van and just haul people in, and let's go to Burbank.
Yeah. Why not, right? Why not?
Yeah, take these classes, and take Andy's and all your students in the jiu-jitsu room. But that's what I want to do. I want to collectively build that community, right? And because then these guys come, they start training with Robert. Oh, they're sold, man. Yeah. We drive back, talk about it.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll see you guys this Friday, right? This Saturday.
Yes, your TED Talk, man. That's amazing. Talk about that. What is that?
Right. So I get to share my story, of what TacFit has done for me, but it's about overcoming large obstacles. And by keep moving, right?
And by large obstacles, you the people out there who's listening right now, you need to watch his TED Talk. When's that TED Talk?
Well, it's Saturday. It's a Saturday, but there's an audience, but they don't stream it live because they want the audience to what they want it to be special. But then they release it after.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm not sure when, but pretty soon, I think after maybe a couple of weeks.
So be on the lookout, everyone out there, be on the lookout for Professor's TED Talk, because very inspiring, touching, emotional, and at the same time, it is really gravitating. His story is, it never gets old. And it's a powerful speech he has. I've heard him.
Practicing, right? Practicing.
But every time you do it,
well, it's like, right? It's just not giving up, right? Trying to find a solution. And for me, the solution was TacFit. My background in jiu-jitsu, my martial art background made me believe in the power of the mind and what we are capable of. Then TacFit was me looking for the solution and looking for the solution and finding it. And it was only because Scott helped me from one of my UFC fights, and I learned all these things from him, and I was, I wasn't doing too well. And, I was trying to find a solution, and I was like, let me try this out. And right away I knew, hey, this is it. This is what I need to do. I knew right away. And I was like, okay, cool. I get a second chance.
Just like you felt it, right?
Yeah, I felt it. And I've always been, I guess, intuitive, and I go by my instincts. Yeah. And so I just kept going. I kept going, and things started to happen. Things started to come back. I had a hard time talking, walking, couldn't read anymore and comprehend things, get new information most of the time. Yeah. It was kind of crazy, when you think about it. But TacFit gave me all those things back and more. So that's why it doesn't make sense. Do I need to do, work with TacFit? No, I don't, it's not for the money. It's because I really, really believe in it. And
you really do.
I'm going to give everything I have to spread it, and because even if you don't have MS or you have any kind of problems, like it just helps you live your life to the best of your ability.
Correct.
For sure. Like we're talking about seniors or kids, like Scott's son had his learning disabilities,
right? Dyslexia,
and all the stuff is in there. It's like science based, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like Scott, it is science, right? Mm-hmm. What he's doing, and he was so ahead of his time, but now the science backs it up, right?
The science backs it up big time. If not the science, then us, for decades doing this,
I'm a case study in a way, right? Because just for me, it worked. I'm not a doctor, but. And individual results may vary, right? And just sharing my story, and for me it worked, and I've seen it with a lot of other people as well.
That's amazing.
So,
that needs to get out there a lot more, because some people are out there struggling the same. And if they're hearing this right now, they should actually go look into that.
Yeah. I mean, we want to spread the TacFit gyms around the world, right?
Right.
So hopefully this next year we'll be on our way. We're building things out. Everything takes time. We want it now, but everything takes time.
And that's good, man, because we have a lot to offer for 2022, even 2021 as it ends. But in 2022, there's going to be a lot more impact in what we do for the people, and I think. That's something we're exercising new. And I think that's also something that we need to do. It empowers the people. It gives them what they need, and they can actually grow from there. They could even do certifications in their home gym online, This is something where it just kind of just snowballs,
Right.
Yeah, I've seen it happen before.
So talk to me a little bit about the Steel Mace 2022's calendar. We just did a certification, so talk to me a little bit about some ideas that are on the docket and stuff that's on deck.
Yeah, Steel Mace certification 2022. We do have hybrid classes. We're going to exercise the in-person to see, just what the times are like right now. I mean, we're all kind of going through something. But if all checks out great, we're just going to keep the hybrid going. But the online certification is, and I want to just say this out, it is definitely very effective. So I don't want anyone to think that.
You have the level 1 is out, right? It's been going on. And how about the level 2?
Oh, level 2, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to.
So level 2 is
straight from the source.
Level 2 Steel Mace certification. That's entering mindful mechanics, which we call 6 degrees of mindful mechanics. So we inherit TacFit's 6 degrees of freedom, but we have to say 6 degrees of mindful mechanics because of the multiplanar use we use. But the weight itself is there's more weight. The exercise movements are more complex, and the transitions become difficult if you're not understanding the static, fluid, or dynamic. And I think when people start going into this certification, they're going to be moving like 3 movements in one, versus just one single exercise. The fact that people learned level 1 exercises, now they can put that into mindful mechanics. And in level 1, the test was mindful mechanics. So it kind of gives you a preview, But new exercises. This certification is extremely fun. And you can't just go straight to that and bypass level 1, because level 1 is so important that it actually translates to level 2. So level 2 is going to be out 2022. However, if you're very interested in that, the mindful mechanics, go to level 1 and you'll learn your way up, But yeah, I'm excited for it.
Nice, man. Yeah, we've been in the works, right? For some.
Yeah, I've never worked so hard in my life, but I'm having fun with it. Having fun, and I'm not working a day in my life. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So, being around people I trust and love is helping out.
you put it, I think, on social media, like, yeah, I'm always working. You posted that picture on the phone, and your wife was like, yes, she is.
I sometimes talk, and it's not. It's just brainstorming and what to do here. It's just me and.
Yeah. I totally get it, and right. We're passionate about. We believe in this, right?
Yeah.
We want to do it right.
I'm at the point like you when you told me, "Am I going crazy?" I'm feeling that, but I come back and I go, no, I just really love this stuff. I just really love it, and now I'm accepting it more, and it's panning out very well.
Yeah.
Well,
man, I appreciate all your hard work. I appreciate your friendship always. We always have a good time when we get together.
Oh, yeah.
I know this weekend was a little like I had that first day with the Bob Anderson and Holmes Gracie, right?
Oh, wow.
He got his dad's medal 40 years ago.
That was amazing.
So I was able to go down there, but it's always fun hanging out. And
it's so respectful of you to do that, man, just to kind of visit and...
Well, I have a relationship with Bob Anderson, the wrestler guy, the wrestler coach that taught the Gracies, Holmes Gracie. He was friends with Holmes Gracie. So yeah, I wanted to see him before, I don't know, like the years go by. He's getting up there too.
Yeah. I mean, he's got that medal, that amateur medal.
But he was able to give to his son, right? That he was never able to give to his dad because his dad passed in a hang gliding accident.
Ah, gotcha.
So that's what happened. And then he's like, I would feel kind of bad if I never gave it, to his family.
Yeah.
And so he was finally able to give it to his son.
Touching.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And it was like a big honor for me to be there, just because like I know the Bob Anderson and I know Holes and. I'm a Gracie. I'm actually probably his lineage, like the first American black belt from his lineage.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool to just to be there and give Bob a hug and just be there. It's a big honor. Pretty cool.
That's awesome, man.
And I had you driving you around LA.
Yeah. They're like, hey, just drive me off here. Go to In-N-Out. Oh, where's In-N-Out? Give me a burger.
Food.
Yeah, give me a number 2. But no, it was fun. I mean, I came when you were ready to go there, and I love Burbank, Glendale area. This is a fantastic place in California. People here are fantastic as well. I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, we had fun in Austin.
Look
forward to doing it again next month with Elena, with Juan David, Robert, and all the team, and just keep building on what we're building.
Yeah. So if you guys are out there listening, FlowFit certification, I highly recommend you guys try it out. If not, there will be classes and workshops that are live as well. So.
And the TacFit cert as well.
TacFit cert, that one, that's the same.
It's on the weekend, yeah. So Thursday, Friday is the FlowFit. TacFit is the Saturday and Sunday.
Correct, so 4 days.
Yeah.
So if you want to do 4 days, that's there too.
Yeah. Right on, brother. We'll look forward to all the stuff coming out. Look forward to just us all pushing and trying to, spread this amazing systems, right? See you soon. I'll see you soon on online and in person. Right?
I'm actually gonna see you next week. This week.
That's right. Yeah. I'll be going out to Texas.
Yeah, we talk about
San
Austin.
Antonio,
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, I'll be seeing you soon this week.
Yeah, Burbank, Austin.
Right on.
Thank you,
man. Thank you.